My name is Joseph Kitowicz, and I'm here to tell you about my dialogue experience I had as a new student at Clemson. I like my dialogue. A lot of my friends kind of said that they didn't like it and disregarded it as just kind of just something necessary they had to do for Library 101. But that may be true, but I think you should just make the best out of the experience you had, and I did, and I liked it. My dialogue was on socioeconomic status. And to start off the class, we did an icebreaker, which was fun. Helps you get to meet new people and kind of loosens the tension a little bit. What we did is we just kind of stood up, said something about ourselves, and if anybody, a fact about ourselves, and if anyone in the room could relate, you go stand by that person, and then they say something about it, and so everyone can kind of relate and connect with everyone. That kind of helped loosen the mood a little bit, made it a lot funner than just a boring session. And after that, then we kind of got into the topic of our dialogue, which was socioeconomic status. And to begin, we kind of started off with some loose rules about the group norms for dialogue, about how we recognize other people's comments and suggestions and respect them for it, and without making fun of them, and basically just be a normal human being and respect each other. And then we kind of went over the kind of the different types of debates that you can have, how the different how you can collaborate as a group to gain insight and perspective on other people's opinions and kind of maybe learn something new that you didn't know previously just by talking with others. How collaboration improves kind of comments and rebuttal for future arguments to have in friendly discussions to help you learn about other issues and kind of see what other people are seeing through their eyes. And then next we were passed out this little social identity wheel, as you can see here. And basically what we did is everyone filled it out, and we were set up in partners that count off by two, 1, 2, 1, 2, and although or I guess the 15, and everyone got paired up with another partner, and we compared our wheels to see how close or how different we were. Me and my partner were actually really similar together. We shared almost every single wedge on the wheel, which is really neat. And then the instructors asked us to rate each wedge on a scale of 1 to 10 of how important they are to us. And our top three were the same, and those are both our religion, our sexual orientation, and our gender. And both of us agreed that our religion plays a major role in our lives, so that's why we ranked them in top three. Our sexual orientation is important to us because that's just how we interact with others and how we choose to view the world. Our gender, obviously, that kind of fits with sexual orientation, but that was also important to us. It affects our lives greatly every day, just like any other wedge on the circle does, but that one is probably among the most important to us. Next, we kind of switched our focus into the socioeconomic status, that realm of discussion, and how the lower class is so much different than the middle class, and likewise the middle class is so much different than the upper class. So to kind of demonstrate that, we did a money activity where our teachers divided us in groups of three: the lower class, the middle class, and the upper class. And she passed out fake money to the lower class, obviously not as much as the middle class, and them not as much as the upper class. But what she did is she asked questions for us to discuss, such as who in here wants a dog? And if you raised your hand, you had to pay for him because dogs cost money, and it was more or less an activity to help you budget your money and just kind of think about what's important to you and where you need to be spending your money at first, and then if you have left over, what you can spend it on. After each question, she kind of just gave us a fun fact of how much that cost. Like the puppy, if you wanted a dog, just through its first year, it cost over $1,200. And it's just kind of help us realize that whether we want a dog or not, and whether we have enough money or can fit in our budget. Other questions include if you got hit by Hurricane Sandy, like the middle class would have to pay more probably in damages because they can't afford insurance, unlike the upper class who probably won't have to pay as much because they do have insurance. So just things like that kind of helped us put into perspective of how much things cost, and how lucky the upper class is, and just kind of how put it into perspective how different these two types of, or all three classes are for that matter. And it was just neat to kind of realize how lucky I am to be here at Clemson and be a part of the middle upper class and not have to face the same challenges that other people face, and how much luckier than others, and how we shouldn't take that for granted, but probably help the lower class out to fight through their challenges. But the dialogue itself was, I thought it was fun. I liked it, not just because I got to interact with other people, but because it was kind of eye opening, and I didn't realize some of the things that I was told during that class. And, it was just kind of a neat life experience, I guess. I mean, it wasn't huge or anything, but it's just kind of one of those little things that you'll remember for a while. Um, overall, it was interesting. I think it's a good thing to have for Library 101, the dialogue, and I think that it benefit Clemson and all its students if they had it again next year. So I hope to see it then. But thanks for watching.